I'm gonna start recording. And again, I have to welcome you and say thank you so much, you guys, for being here. This means a lot to me, and it means a lot to the coach that invited you because we absolutely love what we do. And so it's exciting to get to share it with people that we care about and that we connect with. And there's a special reason that you're here. Like, we don't invite everybody. And that's not to sound snobby or elite, but we don't, because we look for special people that we connect with and really see this opportunity changing their life. And so we wanted you to be here. And so I'm really, really, really excited that you're here. And I'm super honored that you're here because I know it's a big deal to take time out and sit down with us. And so thank you. Thank you so much for that. So I'm going to go over everything. I'm going to lay it all out because I really want you to have an educated answer to whether or not this is right for you and your family for your future. And either way, I want you to leave inspired to do something to completely change your life, whether it's coaching or not. So I hope that you come here with an open heart and mind, no matter what you've seen or heard before. Erase it from your memory and start fresh right now. So I'm going to start by sharing my story with you. I was in the service industry for a really long time. I even joined the military, and then when I got out in 2008, was back in the service industry. Did it in Vegas, and tell me about burning yourself out. I was there. I was burnt out. I was working all kinds of shifts and working for people that I did not like to work for. You leave exhausted, mentally, physically, emotionally, and I really just didn't have a lot left. You know, I was a single mom, and I needed to be there for my son, and as much as I tried, I really never felt like I was giving all of me. I was exhausted. I felt defeated because I was like, this can't be it. You know, this is barely paying the bills, but this can't be it. I know there's more. I used to not be able to stand when people would meet me and they're like, you have so much potential. What are you doing here? I'm like, I know. Like, I'm trying to figure it out. And that was really defeating to me because I didn't know where to go from where I was. And I knew I had this vision of having my own business one day, or working from home, or having some kind of freedom like I would see other people have. But I was like, I don't know how to get there. And I remember looking since the day I knew I was having my son for jobs to work from home. And some seemed semi-legit, some didn't at all. And I just didn't know where to go, where to start. And that was really defeating for me. So in 2013, I ended up having emergency surgery and was left super just disappointed in myself and where I'd gotten. I was put on bed rest and was like snacking on things I probably shouldn't be snacking on. And I would try to work out afterwards. And it was this vicious cycle of working out and being on a roll for like 2 weeks and then not having support. So really quitting or not seeing results and stopping. And then I was back to where I was started again. And I just wanted to get out of it. I wanted that schedule freedom, you know, going back to the service industry and not having freedom, you know, call off requests and oops, sorry guys, call off requests and having, you know, to rely on someone else for what my schedule will be like, having blackout dates and not being able to spend time with my son during the holidays. I mean, that was not the life. I wanted freedom. I wanted to be there for him full time and present. I was lacking friendship and community. And when you move around a lot, you tend to lack that. Everywhere you go, you have to start over again. And it's so cool now that I have where my friends come with me. Like, we're sitting here right now in this virtual meeting. Like, I got to do that when I was in the Caribbean. I had my friends right there with me. And sometimes we just do this to check in on each other. No business at all. We just sit and hang out and have fun and talk. And I love that. I love that we can do that together. Hold on one second. Okay, made sure I mute everybody. And I got to do that. So I wanted to share with you a little bit about Beachbody from the beginning. Okay, so they started as an infomercial company about 1998. Carl and John are co-founders who are awesome. If you ever get to hear one of them speak, I mean, true inspiration to a T. And I absolutely love the men that they are and what they represent. They started an infomercial company. They realized that fitness was their niche. They started with Tony Horton, the glorified Tony Horton that does P90X, but they started with Power 90, and it took off. They did really well. So they knew that fitness was their niche, and so they ran with that. And they decided to become a direct marketing company because they really wanted to be hands-on with their product. They didn't want to just see it on shelves and see it on displays, however people decided to put it in the store. They wanted to control how it was displayed, how it was marketed, and know what was happening every single day, hands-on, which I love that about them. And what they noticed is that the message boards that they had before they had coaches were really impacting the results that people were getting, because people that were finishing the program were now in these message boards and they were helping the newbies coming in there asking questions. And because of that, more and more people were having success. And they decided that instead of just keeping it infomercial, they wanted to make a network of coaches that could really benefit from helping people. So they get to help people, and now those coaches get to benefit from it. So they get to do exactly what they were doing, but just now they get to have a piece of the company, which is so cool. And now we're on a mission together with them to provide support to others, to help people live healthy, fulfilling lives. And for me, that was something that I'd always wanted to do. I loved helping and encouraging. I was just natural at it. So even though I'd never owned a business before, I knew I could do this. I knew that I could find this and find my passion through this and use that to help people. And they don't even like to use multi-level marketing. They like to use multi-level helping. They said that at one of our meetings one time, because it's really truly about that, helping. We're not marketing, we're helping. And that's something that I love because I'm not a salesperson, and I'll go over that later. And the compensation plan honors you helping people. And of course, it's so cool because they started infomercial. We have incredible brand recognition. I was in the Caribbean and people knew who Shaun T was and knew who T25 was. I saw 21 Day Fix commercials while I was there. We're all over the world, and that's so awesome. You to ask someone if they know Shaun T or Tony, they're going to say yes. So now I get to explain what a coach is, because sometimes you get such a skewed, definition of what it is. You see your friends and the person that invited you, and they're like living it up. They're working out every day. Maybe they are having struggles, but you see them get back up again. And you're like, I don't have that special gene they've got. Well, we don't have a special gene, you guys. Not at all. Like I told you, I wasn't a salesperson at all. I was a telemarketer for like a day or two, and I probably lost the company money. I was just terrible. And I'm super shy and introvert. You might not hear it right now because I'm passionate about this, and I've gotten better at this. But I really am a super introverted, shy person. And so there's so many different types of people that are a coach. We just need people that want to encourage others, that want to better their lives, that want something more, that are coachable, that are passionate, that are driven, that are determined. That's what we need. We don't need someone that's owned a business before. If you have, awesome. We're not going to say we don't want you, but we don't need that. There are no prerequisites and requirements. We just need you to be you and share your journey as you're becoming better and invite others to come along with you. So there's young professionals, there's military wives, there's active duty military, there's students, there's young families, people who are brand new just starting out and they needed the extra accountability, or there's people that just love fitness and they want to use this as an avenue to reach more people. And our team's name is StrongHER United. And that's exactly what we are. We are StrongHER United. And the her in it obviously represents women. We don't exclude men, but I cater more to women. It stands for Healthy, Empowered, Renewed. We're working on becoming healthier every single day. We're empowered by helping other women do the same thing. We're empowered by being in this community of women that are on the same mission as us. And we're renewed because we have this newfound outlook on life. And everything has changed. So that's what we represent. And so when I talk to people, I'm like, you fit right into that. I really mean it. And I hope that you see it. And even if you don't see it yet, I promise you will. And I'll keep talking to you and letting you know that, because I believe in you. And the person that invited you does too. So what we're not, I explain what we are. We're not experts. I am constantly learning. You'll constantly be learning. And that's the cool thing, that we never stop learning. We're always trying to be better so we can help more people. But we don't have to be experts in this field. We have experts. They're the ones that are putting these programs together. They're the nutritionists that put the nutrition guides together. We're here to encourage, to give people the courage to do what they are so scared to do because they're watching us do it. And as we learn, we share with them. We share so they can get better as well. We're not cookie cutter. Like I said, I want you to be you. I want you to be you. The beautiful thing is that you connect with someone that I can't connect with. Your coach that invited you can connect with someone that you know, and it goes on and on. So we don't want to be cookie cutter, because one, that's not fun. And like the other says, we're not boring. And we want you to be comfortable, being naturally you, being comfortable, because that's how you reach more people. We're not salesy, again, not a salesperson, and I always tell my team not to be that. We share our story, we share our journey. We don't just share the product. We get it. There's a product that we do use to help people, but it's more about what's happening with us and what could potentially happen with those that we're helping. And that's what I focus on. That's what I always want my team to focus on, and what I want you to focus on. Because you get so much more out of it when you're sharing your journey and you're able to inspire others to start something that is incredible and will completely change their life. We're not cold callers, been part of a company that was, and it was, ugh. And so we don't do that. We don't have to beg. We don't have to hunt like you see on the right. We don't have to hunt people down, because it speaks for itself. When we share our journey and we're the product of the product, like I'll talk about, it speaks for itself. We don't have to beg, because we're showing people what can happen, and they're ready to have that in their lives as well. We don't eat perfect. We do struggle. I do want ice cream sometimes, and I love my wine. I'm not having it right now, and I miss it. But we're not perfect. And Beachbody doesn't want us to be, because that's not relatable. Robots aren't relatable. They're robots. They're perfectly. I don't want to be that. I want to be me. I want to mess up, but then I want to get back up again, because I want to inspire those people that have done the same thing and are doing the same thing. Because like I was telling another coach tonight, my before, my during could be someone's right now. And if I'm not sharing my stumbles or what has happened to me and what has changed, then I'm not inspiring someone to change their right now into something that they've always wanted, into something better. So that's why I don't want us to be perfect. I want us to be flawed and uniquely us. And we don't ignore family. My little guy's over there right now. He like I said, he makes cameos all the time. You'll see kids all the time sitting on their parents' laps or being fed or whatever it is during our calls, because that's real life. And we do this for our family. We're not going to ignore our family. So why I love being a coach, and why you see I'm so passionate about it, and you don't see my shy side right now, is, I was changed from the inside out, you guys. I started for fitness accountability, like I said before, when I was put on bed rest and just was like in this worst spot, and I was at a crossroad, and I had to choose between going an unhealthy route of starvation or, anything like that, or just trying something different. The definition of insanity is doing something over and over again and expecting a different result. So I said, I need to try something different. And then it became freedom. Not just from my 9 to 5, you guys, but financially. I was free. I was doing things I'd never done before. I purchased a car last month, and I haven't had one from a lot in ever. So that's crazy to me. I'm able to work from anywhere. I was in the Caribbean for 10 months. I was able to work this business, and not just work it, you guys, grow this business and still impact so many lives, which means the world to me. I can move anywhere. My lease is up in June, and now I'm thinking about where can I go? I can go anywhere, and that's overwhelming at times, but it's also exciting. I don't have to go somewhere and stress about finding a job. I don't have to go somewhere and stress about finances. I'm comfortable. I'm feeling secure, and that's never been something that I've had before, and that's something I want for everybody that I work with and everybody that I connect with, because I know it's possible for them. I have so many beautiful new friendships that I take everywhere with me. These girls are like my sisters. We connect online, and when you see each other, it's like you've been friends forever. There is no awkward you're immediately like, oh my gosh, and you're hugging and you're loving each other, because we have a community, and it's a beautiful one. Constant fun and inspiration, not just from coaches that I work with, but inspiration from the people that I work with in my challenge groups that are seeing results, that are coming to be like, I've gotten off all my medications, my blood pressure is normal, my diabetes is stable. It's just the coolest thing to hear these stories all around us, and they're not stopping. And it's why I wake up every single morning just excited about life, instead of just trying to survive another day. Like I said, we have a community and family, opportunities to travel. They give us travel opportunities every single year. We're going to Nashville in July for a big event that's super life-changing. If you join, I'll tell you to get on the wait list tonight. And then we have Punta Cana next year in the Dominican Republic. This year, they're taking us on a cruise in March. Y'all, I've never traveled this much. And it's so cool to get the opportunity. And not even that, just by building your business, they're paying for it for you. So hello, it's just blessing upon blessing. And it's not to brag. It's just to be like, think about what can happen for you and your family. envision that. It's not to say that, oh, that's cool, I could never do that. No, it's, oh, that's cool, when can I make that happen, or how can I make that happen? So I want you to envision that as I go through this. And then I'm, like I said, using my story to help others. A story that I used to be ashamed of and I didn't want to tell anybody about because I'm like, it's embarrassing. But now I get to use it to connect, to inspire, to motivate, to encourage. And for me, that is so cool because I didn't know how I was ever going to use my story to do that. And because of that, I found my purpose. I found my purpose in helping women. Like I said, Stronger United, helping them become healthy, empowered, renewed is now my purpose. And I'm absolutely in love with it. So what we're looking for, I told you earlier, people are driven, honest. We lead with integrity. We lead with our heart. People who are busy. Why? Because busy people want to get things done. With the time that they have, they use it wisely, right? And I teach you how to do that with an hour a day. Sometimes you put in more, y'all, depending on what you want to do. But really with an hour a day, you can get so much done to move your business forward. And when I was working full-time and in school, that's exactly what I did to still get myself out of the industry. And then I was able to finish school. And now I'm Beachbody full-time. People that care for others. You got a heart for just wanting to see people succeed and be better. You're ready for change because change is scary. Not everybody's ready for it, and we get that. But when you're ready, we're here, and we're going to run with you until you get to your dreams. Team focused, because like I said, we're a community, we're united, and we want to keep it that way. So if you're team focused, you want to have people rally around you and you do the same thing, you're who we're looking for. Someone who will master the basics. We have coach trainings that happen every single month, and we want to teach you the basics for a solid foundation. But it's up to you to learn and apply it. We'll give you everything you need. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but it's up to you to apply it. We can't do that for you. But once you do, I promise you'll do well. I promise if you stick with it, you'll do well. And this could be your dream vehicle. This doesn't have to be your end-all be-all, y'all, but you can use it to get you to where you want to be, to get you to be able to bless others. I had one girl that said she wanted to be a missionary. I said, this could help you get to that point financially where you're stable, where you can fund your own mission. How cool would that be? So cool. So cool. So the different types of coaches, if you're thinking about it, you're like, I don't know what I would do. Well, first of all, there's a discount coach. You use the products, you're like loving your results, and you want to keep going. You want to get your Shakeology and keep replacing one meal a day because you love how it's making you feel more energized and have reduced cravings, whatever it may be. Then you're able to sign up and still have that extra accountability. And that 25% discount, we love it. I mean, I stock up on everything because of that. But you don't have no obligation to work the business. That's the cool thing. Some companies have you have to hit a quota to get the discount. There's no quota. There's no obligation. You can sign up and have the discount and take advantage of that and the extra accountability. A step above that, you can have the accountability and the discount, but now you're a resource. Your friends and family are like, what are you doing? You look incredible. You look happier. You're glowing. Your hair looks awesome, whatever. And now you're like, yeah, I can help you. I've been using 21 Day Fix Extreme and it's completely changed me. I replaced my breakfast with Shakeology and I'm like good to go for the day. The rest of the day is just making healthy choices, and you're able to lead them to what you're using so that they can do the same thing. So you're a resource. Beyond that, y'all, you can be your own brand. You'll be in our training groups. You'll build your brand. You'll be that go-to person that your friends and family come to, that they refer people to. And as you keep connecting with people, they know that they can come to you. Because you're leading with your story, you're inspiring people with your story, you're consistent, you're in it every single day, and you're building this towards your dreams, your dream vehicle. So we have the discount hobby and builder. It's good to let your coach know which one you want to be so that we can best know how to help you. We love you all the same. We just want to know where your head's at so we know exactly what we need to help you with, okay? So, as I was saying, being the product of the product, if you're in this, if you're trying to build, or even if you're just a hobby and you want to maybe make some extra income on the side, you want to show it works. Like I said, we don't just post pictures of the products on there. That's what infomercials are for. And even the infomercials tell stories. So we don't just post products. We show ourselves. We show, look at what this is doing for me. Look at where I was. Look at what it's doing now. Look at where I want to go. And we inspire people by doing that. And it's funny because, me on the right and then the girl on the left, we both won the Beachbody Challenge and actually won money for our transformations. Before we even won, I made this, so it's funny that both of us did. But anyway, being proof the product works. You have to be your own best customer so that you can show them, like, this isn't just some kind of scam. This isn't just some infomercial product. This is the real deal, and it's completely changing my life, and this is how it can change your life. And so that's what we do every single day. And when we fall, like I said, we get back up and we let them know we're getting back up, and they can get back up and do it with us too. So how to get started? The very best way is with the challenge pack, you guys, because it gets you started with a fitness program of your choice. You work with your coach and say, this is what I would like to achieve, and then they'll help you find a challenge pack that's perfect for you, a fitness program that's perfect for you. And that challenge pack comes with 30 meals of Shakeology. So you'll get the awesome, delicious Shakeology. We just got a new cafe latte flavor that is incredible, and I can't wait for mine to get here. Starbucks ain't got nothing on us. But anyway, and it waives your initial investment or your initial coach sign-up fee. So for $140 to $205, you own your own business, y'all. And I was looking up how to own a 7-Eleven, and it was like 75 grand or something crazy. I think it was even more than that, 250 grand. Don't quote me on that, but it was just a lot. It was ridiculous. Plus, you know, prevention loss and whatever. I mean, the upkeep is ridiculous. And for $140 to $205, you're getting products that you're going to use. You never buy more than what you need, which is awesome. You don't have to have inventory, because for $15.95, they deal with the inventory every single month. They give you website domains. They cover the shipping, the customer service, the returns, and millions of dollars in ads. So when you talk to someone about 21-Day Fix, you'll hear over and over again, oh yeah, I've seen that before on the infomercial. That's their ads at work, you guys. That's them doing it for us. And then all we have to do is share our journey. Keep using the products. Invest in ourselves and invest in them by sharing and inviting them. And then challenge groups. We'll put you in an online challenge group. Your coach will have one running too, and you'll do it right along with this. You'll have daily support. You'll practice and observe how they run it. So once you're ready, you can run your own. But I know for me, I always have my coaches run them with me until they're ready, so they can make sure that they got all their resources and that they feel comfortable to lead their own, and that they have people to be in their groups with them. And then it's a jump start for your progress. Like I said, you get your challenge pack, you have your fitness program to follow, you have your Shakeology to feel amazing and accelerate your results. And then you've got the group to keep you supported and accountable and get the results that you need so that you can be your own best customer, like I talked about earlier. So I wanted to share a bit about my coaching journey. It's changed even more since then. I made this early last year. But I want to share with you so that you can, like I said, envision what could be possible for you. Obviously, some people start even faster than me and do even more. Some even less. It's up to you what you put in it. But you know what the awesome thing about it? It's not an hourly wage. It's not if you come to work and you put in 24 hours, you know, you're still only at $8 an hour. If you put in the work, you guys, it pays off. Maybe not right away, but I'm telling you that momentum builds. So you go from month 1, Shakeology being covered and completing your first program and feeling awesome, to month 6, firing your boss because you're earning enough to stay home with your son, or just stay home in general if you don't, for your future family, to being able to head to the Caribbean, to being able to pay off debt, to clear out credit cards, to lead a team full of passion and be in the best shape of your life, to be able to buy your first car, to be able to save up and make a big move to wherever you need to go. I mean, this is what's possible. People are retiring their husbands. They're supporting their parents so their parents can retire early. Anything is possible. And you'll continue to hear these stories when you join, because they're all over the place. And you can look them up yourself on YouTube if you want as well. But think about what's possible for you, because really it's unlimited. There is no limit. If you really can think it, you can work towards it. And that's something that I love to talk to my coaches about. I'll sit down with you and I'll be like, what do you want to do? And we'll reverse engineer it so you know exactly what you need to do to get there. And that's exciting for me because I love that part of it. And I love doing that for myself and my coaches. So what we offer, like I talked about, now you're like, I envision it. I want to start. I want to do this. Let's do it. Then what? You're not left alone, you guys. We have new coach trainings, like I said, every single month to help you build a solid foundation. Then we have bi-weekly, weekly team calls, not just from me, but from our extended family. I call them Dynasty United as well. So you're going to have plenty of resources in our online group, support group. So you'll have direct access to training and tips in there that I constantly am posting. As I learn, I post in there. Then you'll see encouragement and advice from other leaders that post in there, plus the weekly team calls, plus the coach training. So it's nonstop. Like I said, we never stop learning, but as we learn, we pass it on. And this is from top 10 teams, you guys. So you're not just getting it from me, you're getting top 10 resources, and that's incredible. So if you soak it all in, if you apply it, if you take it one day at a time and tell yourself, I'm going to give myself a year, I'm going to be here in a year, I promise you, you will see the benefits from that. But you have to do the work. I'll be with you every step of the way. Your coach will be with you every step of the way, but we can't want it for you. We can't do it for you, but we're going to make sure if you do it, you've got everything you need to get it done. So I'm excited. I'll open it up for questions if you have any. I'm going to stop recording and stop sharing. So if you have any questions,